Hello everyone, Naitsabes here, and today another video about Battlefront 2, a game that I've really got hyped for, since this is pretty much the game that got me into multiplayer. You know, Battlefront 2, the original one, was the game that got me into multiplayer and really made me a gamer I am today. Usually I would come back home and try to play as much as possible, even if it was only instant action. But it felt like multiplayer, and then when I actually joined the multiplayer, I was really amazed by it. So one of the things is that actually I have been thinking, can this game deliver? And there are a couple of things that I think they actually learned from their mistake on the first game. One of the things is, the first thing that comes to my mind is actually they actually made the game only the original trilogy, which is really bad in my opinion. But also, there are a couple other things that I actually think they actually have to, they have to change, and from the trailers we see that they actually learn from their mistakes, that the game can deliver. But can it? So one of the things is full single player experience, and that's something that Battlefront 1 didn't really have. It had pretty much no single player other than like a tutorial and then maybe like skirmishes. I don't really know. It's nothing really that anybody invested your time on. There was a split screen kind of a thing, but there really wasn't anything. I know they actually said there's gonna be split screen option for PS4 and Xbox One, but not on PC. I kind of get it because it's a mouse and keyboard thing, but they really didn't have a single player experience, and I think they're gonna nail it down with this game, since we're getting a nice single player about, you know, Inferno Squad and our main protagonist that is an Imperial special force soldier. So it's pretty different than usually, not the rebel or the, you know, the light side, the good side point of view, but from the other one. And I think you can understand it a little bit. I made actually a single player reveal video on this channel, and you can probably, you're gonna see it right now in the top right, you know, in recommendation. Second off, there's one more thing that I actually said in this video already. You know, expanded multiplayer with all the eras, that's something they're gonna pretty much have to do with this game, and they already announced it. You know, the trailers actually said it, that there is expanded multiplayer with all the eras, the Clone Wars, the Civil War, and the new era. So I'm really hyped for that, because back in my days I actually really enjoyed the clone versus droid battles much more than the original era with you know, the Galactic Civil War, just because I love the design of the clones, and you know, the massive battle with, like, you know, droids and clones. Rebels seem like, you know, they're all random, all different, and you know, the Empire was kind of okay, but you know, overall their design was not as, you know, intimidating as the clones, not as good looking as those clones are. And you know, we've seen that they had a problem with heroes because of that, because there's not many villains for the dark side during the original trilogy, and pretty much for the light side there is not many too, so they really had a problem with what to add, and they pretty much messed up with that. But here, because of all the eras, not only you have, you know, the prequel era, the Clone War era with all the Jedi, and you know, even for the dark side there's General Grievous, Count Dooku, even Emperor Palpatine. If you want to add him for that, you can always do something. You know, Jango Fett, Boba Fett in a way, because you know, in the Clone War animated series they have him there, so there's always something you can add onto it. For the original trilogy, you know, you have like our crew, you know, Luke Skywalker, Leia, Solo, and Chewbacca, but you know, Lando maybe, and then that's pretty much it. They had to add something, you know, way different. Well, now actually for the original trilogy there's also the Rogue One, so that actually Jyn Erso and all those actually count into it. And from the trailer we saw that there's actually Scarif in this Battlefront 2 game, so they're actually counting that video, that movie too, so that's really nice. So now we're getting actually the new era also, you know, Kylo Ren and Rey, so that's pretty cool. Finn maybe, I don't know how they're gonna implement that, but they most likely will implement those characters too. Like we saw from the trailer, Rey and Kylo Ren are more than confirmed. Also the new stormtroopers for the First Order, That's gonna be beautiful. Another thing is, they implemented multiplayer classes like they did back in the day when Battlefront was not made by EA, but they had this class system that pretty much all the teams, all the factions had, you know, like sniper or actually scout, I think, you know, like all the classes, where here they actually didn't. They just put like, you know, start cards and that's all. Here they're actually gonna listen to the community and they're coming back with the option of classes. From what we know, there's gonna be 4 classes, so it's pretty much coming back to the way it used to be. I know there's officer, I think there's a heavy like gunner, marksman, scout, and one more, and that would probably be like a normal soldier. So that's a nice thing that they're coming back to the class system. So all in all, this seems like it's a really complete package, where the first game really lacked content and it was really fun at the beginning, really, you know, graphically it was beautiful, and it seemed like for the first month or two that it's a really good game. But later on it seemed like people are starting to lose their grip with it. They didn't want to play it, there was not enough things to do. Pretty much either you had fun playing it or you didn't, and there was nothing to make you play more, so like you didn't really have anything to grind for. And because of that, only the people that enjoyed the gameplay had to play it. Everyone else pretty much left after that. Thanks to this, like the overall complete package that this game at least looks like it's gonna be, it's gonna turn out probably much better in the long run. You know, single player is gonna add, you know, something that people actually want to play, just to see the story, and you know, a lot of people are fans of Star Wars, so that's gonna be nice. You know, the expanded multiplayer is something that a lot of us wanted, especially the people that played the old Battlefront games, and they knew that the Clone War era is pretty much the best for the Battlefront games, because it just feels the best way. And then the multiplayer classes are kind of like another nostalgic thing that we actually wanted. So overall, it seems like a complete package with nice graphics and everything we would like. I think they listened to the community and they're gonna actually implement those things. And one more thing, I made another video about this actually. They are pretty much saying there might be no season pass, so that is even better. There's gonna be no split in the community between those all, you know, different DLCs. So overall, I would like to say that this game is actually looking like it's gonna be great this time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what do you guys think about this video, what do you think about the new Battlefront game. I'm Naitsabes and I'll see you later.